What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and this video I'm gonna focus on monthly chart. I'm gonna show you guys Bitcoin in Heikin-Ashi chart, which is a very great tool for you guys to look at the trend and see if the trend is flipping and if everything is going the direction you want or not, right? And also we're gonna review Bitcoin in different halving we had from the top to bottom, where prices got rejected, and where this rally could be stopped. Okay, so make sure to like and subscribe and join me. I had mentioned in my previous video that Bitcoin had passed our 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, and every time we actually close the candle above and we get the confirmation and it stay there, the bull run starts. And this is actually in monthly chart, what I showed you guys in weekly chart, and how you can get a better confirmation for your trade and make sure that bull run has really started. Because after we passed 0.61 Fibonacci retracement and it stayed there for about a month, it is a very good sign that Bitcoin bull run has officially started. So in monthly chart, if you guys pay attention here, we still passed 0.61 Fibonacci retracement, but we had crashes and we went lower. You guys can see that the previous monthly chart in January, now actually this is a weekly chart. We closed this weekly chart right below 0.61 Fibonacci retracement, and we had actually passed it a little bit, but it got rejected. So this week that we have already entered in for 2-3 days, we could see this Bitcoin price could go up to almost $53,000, and the reason is that we could see this sharp candle around here. So you guys see that Bitcoin candle, weekly candle closed, and after we had a rejection, we got another support around here. But after we lost this, we had a very sharp price going down. Okay, so since Bitcoin price is still around $52,000, which is my price target that I said, if Bitcoin passes strong and it stay up higher than $52,000, we could actually see that after we see this 0.61 Fibonacci retracement being passed and being up almost for a month, that means that we have already entered the bull market. Okay, and that's my sign, not yours. Okay, you don't have to look at this. You can just go all in around here and risk it on your own. Okay, but we need to see that how this weekly candle actually closes. This is very important. We could still see a fake out. I cannot trust this weekly candle. And even if it closes green and it closes above 0.61 Fibonacci retracement, I need at least 2-3 more weeks of candles closing above this 0.61 Fibonacci retracement. And as I said before, 0.61 Fibonacci retracement is a very, very crucial area that you guys need to make sure that you watch this area for every chart. Once you are sure that we have stayed around here for almost a month, that is a great sign for Bitcoin that we have already entered the bull market. Before we even knew that we were supposed to have our Fibonacci drawn like this and get our high and low like this, you guys see that how Bitcoin was rejected around here, right at 0.61 Fibonacci retracement. Okay, now we see that it has passed. As I said before, bull markets and bear markets happen in a manipulative way. And I said we had our sell-off after a big events. We had our spot ETF, not the spot ETF, futures ETF, and we had our Coinbase IPO. We had our sell-off. We have made higher highs, and we still dropped. So this does not have to be any different. All right, we are getting closer to our supply shock for Bitcoin in halving, and that is gonna still affect the price. And you guys know that every halving we have drops. All right, as I said, you can use corrections if you want, but how much of correction is the question. Okay, now I want you guys to pay attention to this monthly chart. Every top for Bitcoin that we had in the previous bull market, we had our green candles, and after the green candles we still made another high as our top, and we started crashing. Same in here. This was higher than this. So we had this shadow higher than this shadow higher than this, and we had significant drops after that. All right. And since we had this candle closing kind of weak, although it is green, but it is still weak. And you guys see that we have already passed 6.61 Fibonacci retracement, and we are getting to almost $53,000, $54,000. This shadow, yeah, you guys see, could actually reject the price for sure, especially when we get to the closed candles, because many times that we have seen that usually closed candles, when we see a round candle like this with the pattern right like this, or candlestick like this, you guys see that a lot of times price can be resistant here, or if it's in the bottom it can get support. Same as here, we had this candlestick we had, and it was not looking that bullish yet until we made another high and we went back down to the same level, and you guys saw that how we got support around here, the same level of $30,000, $35,000. So I would be watching this area very closely, because $53,000 is gonna get into this and touch this. Let me make it bigger for you. We are very close to touch this shadow for this red candle that we had our top, the monthly candle that we closed for Bitcoin. Okay, so if we get that, we will probably get rejected. There is a high chance. Okay, and we need to watch this candle. If this, we still have another 15 16 days to go for this month, and I would not be surprised that this could be the top, the real top, the real close candles, and if you actually get rejected and go lower. It is of course too early to judge it that way, but I would be watching this month very closely. Another thing that I want to mention is my rectangular pattern that I have as this style as shown our target that where Bitcoin could go. So from the top to where we actually started getting support, and this was kind of a weak sideways kind of a drop, drop based drop was the pattern, and we actually put it, if we put it on this high, we actually made it, and we even went through this line and we went even lower. So if you do the same thing in here from our bottom that we had so far up to this level, that we went even lower, and if we get the same clone of that, the same one, you guys see that how perfectly it touched our goal or our target for Bitcoin. Okay, so that was one of the reasons that I was saying that $50,000, $52,000 could be touched from long time ago, before we even got close to 46, 47K for the first time in this movement for Bitcoin. And if we do the same thing for a weekly chart as I did it before, if we bring the same thing in here, my price target has not been touched yet. All right, and it could still happen as one of my reasons. And with our elliott wave theory, this could be our top for Bitcoin. And you guys see that we usually have our 3 drops, and usually when we go higher, we do 5 step up. All right, before I had this line that I had as looking like this, but now we have made a newer high, so I have to change it to this being our first curve. And as I said, we could still make mistakes, guys. All right, so this could be end of our rally up, and our wave 5 would be complete after we get to where the Bitcoin price will be stopped. All right, so I would still expect that Bitcoin could have another 3 drop down, and how big of a drop it is, I am still gonna be open to see huge drops for Bitcoin. This is another view for Bitcoin in a smaller time frame, 4-hour chart. We can clearly see that how Bitcoin's price is getting kind of a little bit in trouble to pass this level, and this line can clearly show it. All right, and also when we go to Heikin-Ashi chart, you guys see that Bitcoin had this significant drop,